Hi everyone, this is Shirley from Shirley's World. Hi Diane, hi Riri, and Kiki's here. Hi. Well, I have my cup of tea and I put the chickens into their pen. They're not put away altogether yet, but got everything done, I think. And yeah, so we can talk. I have not gotten any busier on eBay. I've had one sale on eBay and 2 sales on Poshmark so far. And it's Tuesday. So that's not speaking well for the week so far. Yeah. Still keeping up with listing 3, putting 3 more in the draft. So I'm always ahead 2 days. For Island Farm, yeah, just one today too. Yeah. I know. I don't know. But you know, it's not just here. I watched a seller in Canada. They're having trouble. Same thing. And Nick and Andrea in Britain, in England, they're having the same trouble with eBay. So I don't know. They were saying yesterday that they think it's, you know, the inflation thing, and people are really guarding their money more. And that's not just here. That's all over. That's in Canada also, and it's in Britain. They have it especially bad over there right now. So yeah, it's not just here. The prices of groceries are high all over. Not just here in Medina. Yeah, I don't know. It's crazy time. But I don't know, is it going to be up and down? Is it going to get better, or is it just going to get worse and stay like that as far as prices, go? But they keep building houses, developments, big fancy developments, and evidently people are buying them. I don't know who these people are. I also watch, like I said the other night, I like to watch videos on those tiny houses. They're just, it's just amazing to me, because this house is pretty big, but to go into a tiny house like that, it would be like living in an apartment in New York. That's about how big they are. When my daughter tried to live in New York, I think she was in 500 square foot apartment. It was tiny. But some of these tiny houses they're like between 500 and 800 square feet. That's how big they are, the whole house. But the way I think about it when I watch those, they've gotten rid of all the clutter. They've had to get rid of most everything that they owned in a big house to move to a tiny house. So it must be sort of, I don't know. I think it's supposed to be more calming when you have less things. So that's why I watch them. I think it's amazing. I don't know how people. It's the move. I think once you get there, I think they're kind of neat to live in. Yeah, it's all that you really need. Obviously, they're living there. Uh, and you don't have as much stuff. You don't have as much to worry about. Yeah. So, what's everybody been doing? Brylan, I saw you in your garden. Was it this morning or yesterday morning? Either yesterday morning or this morning, I saw you in the garden. Guitar guy's here. Hi. Hi, hi. Either or could. Yeah, you're probably there every day. Yeah, I still didn't get out. I had to chase the rabbit out of my front garden last evening. I actually I went out the front door and chased him. He'd come under the fence, just like in Mr. McGregor's garden. Uh, Must have been Peter Rabbit. And I know he was eyeing my beans. So I went and chased him out. So I haven't seen him today or this evening yet, but he knows I have a garden now, this little one. It's hard not to be a hoarder and sell online. Right. Uh, if you saw me wearing a coat, it was today. I was trying to catch a cat. Yes, you were trying to catch a cat. Take her to the vet to get her fixed. 45 minutes in 90-degree heat with a coat on to protect herself. Oh, that's pretty funny. I didn't know that's what you're doing, but yes, I think it was. You had a coat on. I thought, God, but there must have been a temperature drop down there. Our bunnies have eaten most of the lettuce. Yeah, I didn't plant lettuce this year. I wanted to plant chard. That's what I wanted to plant. I really like chard, and I didn't get it in. And I doubt if you can buy the plants. I don't know, maybe you can at the garden centers. I've seen lettuce there before. So maybe they do have Swiss chard, but I like Swiss chard. I still haven't gotten to the actual real garden center yet, because they're the only ones that would have things like that now. Kiki, our bunnies have eaten. It's Kiki's garden. Yeah, most of the lettuce. Yeah, well, my one tomato plant, I went out and looked at. It's like knocked over. It's bent. I don't know if there's nothing heavy on the top of it like a tomato. There's just blossoms right now. So I've got to get out there and stake my tomatoes. I never did get the cages, and now they're big and it's hard to get the cages around them. So I'll probably just use stakes again, like I did last year, and tie them up. The bunnies ate the chard too. Oh dear. Yeah, they like all those things. That's their main dish. But I look out the front window at my bean rows every morning, and they're still there. So let's see. But I know at least with beans, green beans, if he gets all the green beans, I can replant. I think I replanted 3 or 4 times last year and never did get any. He kept eating them. Every time I'd replant, he'd come back and get those. I was unsuccessful with beans last year, so that's why I'm determined. My zucchini, of course, the thing that's most prolific, is that the word? It has there's only 2. I only bought 2 plants, zucchini. They're full of blooms. So I think they have to have a male and a female bloom on to, they pollinate itself. I think that's the plant that does that. But I think there's enough blooms on there to make sure. I think I'm going to make sure that I'll have zucchini for sure. My cucumber plants are growing like crazy and sending out little feelers. They're going to have to be tied up to something too. The kind that I bought, the 3 plants, they weren't the kind that I had last year, the bush. They were more the bush ones that didn't travel all over the ground like that. I think I'm going to have trouble with these. I'm going to have to put like a tomato cage around the zucchini. Not the zucchini, the cucumber. And I planted the pickled cucumbers and not one of them have come up. So I don't know what's with that. Yeah. Well, I did do something different with eBay this week. Instead of putting my regular sales on, I usually do a sale, like a 15% sale on half of the week, and then toward the end of the week and the weekend, I put like a 20 or a 25% sale on most things. So I didn't do that at all. What I did was I sent out, well, it's a coupon that anybody can use. I put a 20% coupon on all the clothing, men's and women's, on the youth clothing, on the shoes, on all the clearance items, it's mostly all clothes, and t-shirts and shoes. Did I say shoes? Yeah. And my one sale I got is using the coupon. So I guess it's working. I mean, the coupon's working. But no more sales. I mean, I haven't gotten any more sales because of it. So yeah, the sales stink. There's just none to speak of. So I'm just not going to worry about it. Hopefully Poshmark will just come through a little bit and we'll see how things go. I'm looking more toward trying to get my YouTube channel going. I haven't even hit $100 mark that I will get paid anything yet. So yeah, that's what I'm working toward. I'm going to try to do a video on what it's like to try to do a budget when you've never done budgeting in your whole life, and now you're 80 and you're trying to learn how to budget because all of a sudden things are very expensive and you only have so much money and you better watch what you're doing, and maybe you ought to keep a budget. So that is what I'm going to make a YouTube channel on, or YouTube video on. My little part of learning how to do a budget at 82. I have a budget book. I did try it last year for a couple months. My banker guy told me that I should get a budget book. So yeah, so I did. I kept a budget for 3 months. The first month was terrifying. I was spending so much more than that was coming in. But I will share that all on my YouTube video. Yeah. So I sort of learned how to do it last year, and then I stopped doing it. I don't know why. It's because I don't like numbers. I don't like to do, as you can tell, I don't keep books very good. I don't, yeah. I don't have a spreadsheet. I never did learn how to do that. You're selling but all hard goods. Yeah, my sales are terrible. The clothes just, I don't know. But there are some people selling, the bigger sellers and the ones that list a lot. You know, Kaylee Eileen, she's still selling. Canary Closet, she's still selling. Yeah. But I don't want to have to list 20 things a day. I don't want to have to go find 20 things a day. I don't want my inventory to grow. So you have that. Well, I had a long conversation with my daughter yesterday because she had been leasing a car also. I lease a car now because I know it's the worst kind of way to have a car. But when you're older and you don't want things to go wrong with your car and you can't afford to buy a new car every few years, leasing sounds like it would be a good idea. I know I'm losing money, but everything's taken care of. You know, I don't have to worry about things going wrong. Everything's under warranty the whole time you have a car. I get a new car every 3 years. I know it's bad. You have to tell me that. However, she was leasing a car also. So it came time for her to turn her car in this past week. Of course, cars are a lot more expensive. So she decided that she's going to buy her car and then just pay on her car that she already has. And the payments will be a little less. And she'll own the car. Well, the bank will own the car, the credit union. But the thing is, you know, she's going to need brakes pretty soon, and she's going to need tires pretty soon because she drives for a living. But she took all that into account. So I think that's what she's going to do. But we were on the phone for a couple hours yesterday all about the car. Yeah, Dave Ramsey hates car leasing. I know that. A few years back, maybe I did try to budget when I first met Dave Ramsey because when I first started following him, it was, I think, right after my husband died, and I got rid of all my debt. But it was easy because I had all that money, all of this insurance money and all that stuff coming in all of a sudden. So paid off the house, paid off the car, bought my lease out at that point, paid off the car. So I didn't have any bills. That was before the oil bill went sky high. Now it's like a house payment. But I have to have heat. Yeah, and everything else that goes wrong in a 170-year-old house. But yeah. So I did start following him. I bought his books. I bought a couple of his books and followed him for a while. So I must have kept a budget at that point. Maybe I did that Easy Dollar. That's what it's called. Easy Dollar. There's an app, like a budget app you can do. Hi, Debbie. Welcome. Yeah, we're just talking about money and budgeting and how poor eBay is doing. So I must have budgeted way back then. I don't really remember having a book back then, but I must have. But I don't remember much, so it's not surprising. Hi, Debbie. Yeah, I'm doing okay. Not doing well as far as reselling goes, but other than that, yeah. Just trying to get my YouTube channel going. I would really like to get this up and going more than it is. I am monetized. As you'll probably notice, you'll get a ad on here sometime in the middle of this. You can just click them off. I put the click off ones on, I think. And there's other, I don't know if there's anything other than those up on my, I don't know what this heart is for. Does that heart say anything to anybody? It doesn't say anything to me. So I think there's other things that you can click on, and there's a way to make $1 or so here and there. There's also a way to have things under your YouTube videos where you suggest things on Amazon that you use that you like. And if somebody clicks on those, you can make money. But I haven't looked into that yet. I should. I forget what it's called. Does anybody else have a YouTube channel that's monetized here? Yeah, I'm just getting started. I haven't made my first $100 yet. No. Yeah, this is stickers. That's what they're called. Are there any stickers showing up for you guys? I don't think I can see them. So I don't know if they're there or not. Yes, I got monetized right after you guys, when I started doing videos every day, and all you guys, I got to my 1,000 subscribers pretty fast, but you guys are the ones that gave me my 4,000 watch hours. And you went back and watched all kinds of my videos, and it gave me my watch hours that I needed. And that's how I got monetized through this community. Thank you very much. Uh, the sticker option is there. See, I don't see anything on this end. Oh, you just got your commercial. Oh, sorry about that. Yeah. So this week, I would like to somehow set my camera, my little GoPro camera. I'm going to try it two ways. I'm going to try setting my iPhone camera up out in the garden and my GoPro to take just of me gardening. You know, I don't know what I'll do with it, but we'll see what I get. And I want to do that this week. And then I have a lot to look up, and you have to prepare for like this budgeting video that I want to do. I mean, I have to prepare for that. I just can't go on cold and talk about it because I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't know how to budget very good. I just know what I did last year, and it seemed to work. So we'll see. I'm going to try it again. I'll start, I should start June 1st. Maybe I can catch up in my book. However, I don't have all my receipts, and I buy most everything in cash when I shop. But there's some other things that are sent out that I will have records of. Yeah. And it'll be easy to keep track of what I've made on reselling. Yeah, because it's practically nothing. My daughter said I should get maybe she saw this on YouTube. She said she saw somebody hold up a paddle that reminded them to say to please like and subscribe. So I made my own little paddle. Please like and subscribe. Yeah. Please hit that like button or the unlike button. It doesn't really matter, I don't think. And I think all you people are subscribed already. But if you haven't subscribed, and share. They always say share too. Share my channel. Get somebody else to look at it. Yes. Everybody's going on vacation. That's probably why you're not selling this. That's another reason. Yeah, they were talking about that too. You're right. Summertime is a time to be outside and go on vacation, go to the beach. You're right. That's why I think they call this summer slowdown, because evidently it happens every year. When I look back at last summer, it actually was happening last summer too. So this isn't anything new, but it wasn't happening this severely to me. But what's different is this year I am listing less items every day, only doing 3 a day. I used to do a lot more than that. I used to do 8 to 10 a day. But that's how my inventory started growing. It grew up to 3,200 or maybe more than that. And I've gotten it down to 2,400 now. And I would like to get it below 2,000. and then lower than that, actually. But you know who else was on about how bad eBay's doing is Dana. Dana, do you watch Dana? What is her name? Her YouTube name. Darn it, she's from how? Well, she lives in the States, but she's Hawaiian. Dana. That's terrible. I can't remember her name, but she's in Tech's group. Yes, she is. Tech and Sports. She's in. I thought she was Asian, but she's Hawaiian. She said, unless she could be both. Hi, Janet. Yeah. Yeah, I think she has family in Hawaii. Yeah, I watch her a lot. Not looking forward to the summer slowdown. I think it's here. I watch Lavender Clothesline every once in a while. I used to watch her when she wasn't so big. But she sells everything. Once she got really, bigger, then I tend to not watch people that I can't relate to as much. But I do watch her once in a while. And I watched her when she met her husband. I saw that whole thing. I saw her get her. No, I won't say that. I saw her. Well, I can. She was very open about it. I saw her when she went to Florida and had surgery on her mouth and got her those beautiful teeth. She had all implants. I'm not brave enough to ever do that. But yeah. And then, right. And then she moved into the house she's in. And then she met her husband at Goodwill. He's so handsome and so nice. And yeah, they got married. I saw that whole thing. Yeah, I guess I do watch her. And saw them build onto her house with all her reselling money. Now, he's a reseller too, so they're together now. Classy Dahlia, and you met at Goodwill too? Oh my goodness, just like them. You looked her up on Tech's Facebook page. Yeah. I have. I guess I have been with her a long time. Her whole basement, yes, her basement is her huge inventory. Yeah. Sometimes when I watch people that get hard goods and they're going along at Goodwill on the shelves and they're showing, they're going along and lifting this thing and that thing going along. That sort of makes me sick and actually nauseous. I have to stop watching it. I don't know what it is about the camera doing that. It's happened with a couple people doing that. It's strange. Let's see. Same with the nausea. Yeah, isn't that strange? It happens every once in a while. I have to make sure I don't watch it for very long. Your basement looks similar to Lavender Closets. Oh wow. Yeah, well, You have to keep it. You have to keep some. You're lucky you have a basement that you can put things in that's not damp or, a cellar like mine is. Ah, everything gets so dusty down in my basement. Well, it doesn't help the cat litters down there, I suppose. Yeah. Well, I think just older, real old houses like this one, they're just. Although my basement is actually very warm, it's not cold at all. My basement's warm because that's where the boiler is. So it keeps the whole basement, the whole cellar warm. So I couldn't have a root cellar down there. The root cellar, I'd have to dig underground someplace and have it. Brylan, you're below sea level, so you can't have a basement. No. Yeah, you lived in Florida for 9 years. Well, we had a house. Yeah, we had a place in Florida on Anna Maria Island. For sure, it didn't have a basement. Uh, it was only 4 inches above sea level. Yeah, we were right across the street from the Gulf. We were right across the road, the small road from the $1 million houses. Uh, my husband's parents bought that house when there were very few houses on the island. So it's an old house. It's on the ground. It's not now you can't build without it being up on sticks or whatever they call that, the elevated houses. They have to be up now. But back then they didn't. So even though it's right across from the Gulf and the hurricanes come and the water comes and it has never been flooded out except one time, and that was before we owned it. Is back when his parents first got it. It would come up the driveway, all the way up the driveway, and sometimes onto the little porch, which is only about that much of a step up, but never flooded into the house. We were just blessed for the time we had it. Ah, yeah. So that is what I will be doing this week, trying to get some YouTube videos up. I don't know why I don't do shorts. I mean, they're so quick to do. I could do them here and there, doing on everything. The one that got, I think, the most was, I think the shorts that got the most views and keeps getting views was my dog in his pen out there sleeping. That's all she's doing. She's sleeping in her pen. She may have had a stuffed animal with her next to her. I'm very good at I don't think I'm very good at YouTube. I'm not getting I'm not getting many views or anything. Look at these marks and stuff you get when you're 80. I think yes, I did. I forgot to put any makeup on this morning. I'm sorry. I have all my dear. By good at YouTube, you probably mean it's just easy for me to talk. Well, I've been doing YouTube for a long time, not even intending for it to do anything. It was only this past year I thought, well, maybe Maybe I should actually be serious about this. And it was only the last couple months I did that. When I would put YouTube videos on, it was just, you know, fun. It started out being these live videos, I think. I don't know. I don't know actually how my first videos started, even. Yeah. People love to see animals. Yeah. So I think I'll just do some shorts of my dog and cats and chickens. Uh, I'm very authentic. Well, I don't know how else to be. Uh, we watch a channel called Squirrels at the Window. It's just squirrels and chippies coming to the window and eating nuts. Yeah. See, I'd watch that too. I have my own gang here of squirrels and chippies, and I was doing the birdhouse out my window for a while, but I missed the first fledging of the first brood of. They're just sparrows. Uh, and now the male is sitting every morning, well, all the time. He's just sitting there chirping. I think he's chirping for a new mate. I haven't seen a female around, so it's what, June already. He better find somebody if he wants to make a second brood, because I think the first one has left, and I don't know what happened to his wife. Because I only see the male. Mm, good to fall asleep to the little, yeah, right, that would be nice. Squirrels at the window. I'll have to look that up. I have to write things down because when when I'm on YouTube Studio, I think this stays, but when I'm on StreamYard, once I go off of StreamYard and then I have it copied over to YouTube, so it stays on YouTube, uh, the live chat does not go with it. So, what's it called? Squirrels at the Window. I'll definitely look at that. I watch, you know, I started putting it on when I would leave the house. I'd put on bird videos on YouTube. Um, and sometimes I'd put on cat videos, thinking my dog is going to look at it and not get upset that I'm gone. But I don't think he ever looks at the TV. I had a black cat once that used to sit and watch TV, and she'd sit up on this desk and watch the computer too. Unfortunately, she ran away and I never did find her. She was beautiful, black cat. She was my second black cat. The first one finally died of old age. Uh, that's one of the cats that had diabetes and asthma, both things. Yeah, and she lived a long, long time. But yeah, I rushed her to the emergency room in the middle of the night a couple times, and that's all the way in Akron, and that's a long ways when you have an emergency with a cat. Good fellow. Does he make cakes for the squirrels? If so, watch him also. No. Cakes for the squirrels. What's that one called, Bryland Farm? I do not have beautiful skin. I don't know. There must be a filter on this camera. Look at my, I have dark circles under my eyes. I have this big age spot. This used to be two, and then they grew together and made one big one. Your black cat was diabetic also. I gave him insulin, lived 18 years. Yeah. Oh, yeah, they can live a long time. Oh, she feeds cakes or donuts to them. Well, I think squirrels and chipmunks will eat most anything. I made bread yesterday, a new loaf of bread, and I had the heel of my old loaf, and I broke it up and gave it to the chickens. They loved that. Yeah. Well, tonight for supper, I made turkey burgers. And then I had mixed vegetables. I mean, carrots and cauliflower and broccoli and I think snow peas or something was in there. Yeah. I bought the worst bag. They said they were steak fries, frozen steak fries. When I opened the bag, they were these tiny little pieces of potato like fries. That's exactly what I didn't want. I want to taste the potato. I don't just want something that's crispy. I don't know how they could call those steak fries. I should just cut up my own potatoes and do them in the oven. Julie's here from Perth, Western Australia. You just opened YouTube and saw I was there. It's 8:16 a.m. there. Well, good morning. I'm glad I'm your first one to watch. uh, yeah. Well, Julie, I was saying that I tried something different on eBay. I've never done coupons before. So this week, instead of running sales, I put on a 20% coupon that anybody can use. They can use up to 2 coupons to buy 2 things. I don't know why I limited it to that. I want them to buy lots of things. Well, next week I'm just learning coupons after all this time. I'd never used them before. It took me a few times to get it right this time. Yeah, you're right at the end, but it's not too late. Yeah. Although next Thursday, this Thursday, I plan on being on at 7:30, but 7:30 is when The Chosen comes on. They're doing Sundays and Thursdays. Sundays it's early, but or Sundays it doesn't matter because I'm on early. But they're on at 7:30 also. But it's recorded, so it doesn't matter. It's okay. But they film it. Well, they're not filming it live. They're putting it on live, and then they talk about it afterwards. But it's all recorded, so it'll be all right. You've had no luck with coupons, to be honest, but it's worth trying. Well, I wasn't having luck with anything. I've had one sale. One sale. I put them on just Monday. I got a sale today. One sale on on eBay. I've had 2 sales on Poshmark, and that's it for the week so far. You send coupons to repeat buyers, and they often use them. Okay. Yeah, that's the next thing I'm gonna try. You can send them out, well, you can send them out with anybody that buys something. You can then send them a coupon to get them back. Mm. Is there must be a way that they can't like put coupons together. They can't like put 20% coupons together and get 40% off, can they? There must be a way. I'll have to read it better. There must be a way to not have that happen. Yes, I have some repeat buyers now, believe it or not. Uh, so yeah, I've been uh I've been watching. Today I've mostly been watching things about YouTube, how to get more subscribers and more people watching your videos, increasing your audience. So please like and subscribe and share me. My daughter's the ones that suggested. I think she actually had something more um, that what didn't look so homemade in mind. But this is all I could do in a hurry. Please like and subscribe and share. I have to put that on here someplace. Ah, you dig it. Ah. My daughter has a lot of good ideas. I wish she'd use them and get on YouTube. I'm telling you, she'd really be really good on YouTube. She could do it with her driving thing that she's doing, because there's a lot of them doing it that way. But nice sign, yeah. She also said to make movement. People move. See, I don't talk with my hands, but a lot of people use their hands to talk. And she says that's because movement gets people's attention. And she says, did you ever watch the weathermen on your channel, like that's showing the weather? She says, do you notice that they are always moving back and forth? They move forward and then they move backwards. They don't just stand in one place. She says, and that's because movement gets people's attention, any movement. So I guess she's right. I never even thought about that. So anyway, I guess you guys are all subscribed. If you're not, please subscribe. Or if you don't get notices, maybe you become unsubscribed, because that happens on YouTube a lot. So if you've been unsubscribed, please subscribe again and share my channel. And we'll see how if we can get me up to, I think I'm at 1700, or no, maybe it's 1170. I'd like it to be 1700. Does it say here anywhere? What am I up to? I don't see it anyplace here. Maybe on your end you do. But I'd like to get, we could have a party at 2000. We'll have a party at 2000. I'll give something away. Yeah. 1170. Okay. 1170. 1170. Yeah, I was just dreaming it was 1700. Well, let's just go toward 1500. 1500 and then 2000. Yes, the 2K party for sure. I will have a giveaway. I don't know what. Maybe I'll save the bread knife. See, here's what happened with the bread knife. I had to get a new bread knife because mine was horrible. So I went online and I found out the best bread knife. And it wasn't a huge $100 bread knife. It was affordable. So I bought it. I should have brought it out here. I think I showed it in one of my videos. I showed it in the video. I bought it from Amazon. And first I bought it from the company that makes them. And it was going to be like a week for it to come. Then I found it on Amazon and it would come overnight. So I bought that one. So now I have two. Now I thought I canceled the one from the company, but evidently I didn't. So come a week after I got my first knife, I got my second knife. So it's still in the box. Now I could take it back. I could return it, but maybe I should keep it and give it as a gift. It's really nice. But how many people need a really nice bread knife? A lot of people, right? You bought the same knife? Don't you like it? I really like it. Yeah. It cuts like butter. Yeah, you love it too. I know. It's a really nice knife. So I will keep that. I will keep that in the box and do that as my giveaway. Yeah, who doesn't need a good bread knife? Everybody eats bread. Of course, they eat sliced bread, but you could get, even if you don't make your own bread, you could get bread that from the bakery that's not sliced. It keeps longer. I'll guarantee it. If it's not sliced, then you can slice it at home. Yeah. So that's it for tonight. I'm going to close, go load my dishwasher, go get my things out of the dryer. I washed my bedding today. And hopefully maybe there's a good movie on that I can watch. That's another thing. I cannot find a good movie to watch. If anybody knows of any good movies, I I like spooky movies if they're not too bad. I don't like devil movies, and I don't like bloody, gory movies, like Hatchet movies or anything like that. I like thriller movies or exciting dramas. I don't like comedies for some reason. I don't know why. Uh, the Blue Angels documentary was good. Okay. As I've gotten older, little ones are harder to use. Little ones. Little little ones. Knives? You're talking about knives? I'm not sure what you're talking about there. Uh, oh, yes, the knives. Yeah, this is a nice 10-inch one. Uh, oh, Joan Crawford, Sudden Fear. Did I see that one? I'm not sure. It has to be an old movie. I like old movies. I will look that up. Joan Crawford, Sudden Fear. Okay. All right. I'll see you Thursday, 7:30. If you have time, drop in. See, I haven't drank 1 ounce of my tea since I've been here. Uh, A Million Miles Away is a newer movie. Pretty good. A Million Miles Away. A Million Miles Away. Okay. Thank you. I always sleep well. That's the one thing I do good. Uh, okay. See you Thursday. Thank you all for joining. Like and subscribe. Bye.